Well, hello everyone. It's me, Donnie B, Learn Pro Recording. Welcome back into the Sunday podcast. I'm so excited that you're here. Look, we're gonna have a great day. We've got a lot to talk about today, so let's get started. Today is Sunday, the 21st. It's the day before Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving is coming up on Thursday. Man, most of our in-house students have gone off to family and friends' houses for the week, so we got kind of a light week as far as students goes. So that's kind of cool. We got a couple of sessions coming in for this week. This is going to be exciting. Of course, we're taking Thursday off, like most people are, I'm sure. Some of us even get the Friday off. Could be. So here's what we're going to do, man. Oh, shoot, we got the thing coming up on Tuesday I need to tell you about. Don't forget, man, there's still a couple of slots left open. If y'all want to get up in there and sign up, I'll put a link in the description here on YouTube. You guys can go get signed up. We're doing a live hybrid mix. It's going to be amazing. It's probably going to be about 2 hours of your time. We're going to have fun, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've decided on the song, so that's good. That's one thing out of the way. I've also decided on the studio. So we're going to be using our Studio B, which it's got a larger console. So I think it'd be more fun and more interesting. I did a test yesterday with the cameras looking down at the console, and it should be pretty cool. So you guys, we're going to try to set it up where we can switch and you guys can see everything. You see me, you see this computer, you see the console when I'm doing things on the console. I think it's going to be fun, man. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. Hopefully you get something out of it. Tell your friends and family, man, to sign up and get up in here and let's look at it and let's have a good time. It ought to be a lot of fun. It's Tuesday the 23rd at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but you got to sign up. If you don't sign up, it's not going to be open to you. It's a private thing. You got to sign up for it. I have decided on the song, and I've also decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the song available for you guys as a download, so you guys can work on the same song. So here's what I want to do too. Today's the 21st. The live mix is going to be on the 23rd. Let's make it December 5th. That you guys, I'm gonna make all the files available. You guys mix the song, send it in to me on the email. I'll give you all the information on the day of the workshop. I'll make it available. I'm gonna make all the files available for you. Let's get in there. You guys mix the song, submit it to us, and we'll pick a winner. The winner will get some free swag, t-shirt, hat, something like that. I got some other stuff we could throw into make it a nice prize package. I think it'll be fun. I'll give you more information about that on Tuesday, the 23rd, while we're live on the workshop mix. It's gonna be fun, man. The song's okay. It's gonna be a good song. Hopefully it mixes nice. Last time I did this, man, I think I told y'all last week. Last time I did this, dude, I kind of got really distracted, and the mix came out really crappy. It was kind of fun, though. It was, we had a good time, man. That's all. Look, that's all it is, man. We're just having a good time. Hopefully, y'all learned something from it. Hopefully, you get something out of it. But anyway, so this week is Thanksgiving. And hopefully everybody's gonna be safe and happy and getting together with family and friends and enjoying the day and having some great food, watching some football, and just relax, man. Just take a breather, take a break. I myself am looking forward to having the day off and just hanging out, cooking some good food. Menu at my house, man. We decided to go Midwest traditional on this one because we actually went to the place today to get the ingredients that we need for our traditional meal. Is usually most of y'all probably know by now that I'm from New Orleans. The Big Easy. Who dat, fellas? So we went to the fish shop to get some crawfish and some big Gulf shrimp, and they were kind of out of everything, and it was kind of disappointing. But silver lining, my wife's from the Midwest. We're gonna hook it up and do a traditional dinner for her side of the family this year. So it's just my wife and I. So it's pretty cool. My son, my son's got his own place, and he's probably gonna come by and get some free food. I'm sure he's like that. But no, we're all gonna get together and have a great time. It's gonna be fun, man. We're all gonna have a good time. But the traditional. We're gonna do the traditional turkey, mashed taters, gravy, biscuits, I don't know, yams or something. We'll go hook it up. But there's gonna be some pumpkin pie and some peach cobbler, some ice cream. It's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good time. So hopefully y'all got your menus all worked out and you got things worked out and things are coming together and you're gonna be having a great time. And just, what though? Everybody kind of glazes over Thanksgiving, man, and it's kind of sad. Like the neighbors have their Christmas lights. They were putting their Christmas lights up the day after Halloween. There ought to be a law or a city ordinance or some kind of county mandate or something, state mandate where you can't put up your Christmas lights till December 1st. Stop playing the damn Christmas music at the store, man. Y'all are dissing on Thanksgiving like crazy. And Thanksgiving's one of the greater holidays, I think. It's one of the better ones. I mean, it's definitely better than I don't know. It's definitely, I'm not going to get into a debate on which holiday is better, but it's a good one, man. You get to eat, there's football, you get to nap. Dude, there's a parade. You get a parade on Thanksgiving. Do you get a parade on, I guess you do get a parade on 4th of July. I was going to say that, but that's all right. Whatever, man. It's all good. We're having a good time. So, hey, so today I wanted to go over a thing with you, man. Talking about the mix, segue. That didn't really segue, right? But that's cool. We do have the live mix coming up on Tuesday. That's why I'm talking about this. A mix prep. Prepping for mixing. Some of us have access to assistants and apprentices and interns that we can actually give this information to, and they actually set up the mix for us. I actually have an assistant that sets up my mixes for me. He's been working here for a minute, so he kind of already knows how I like my tracks, where I want to see things. He knows that I want my drums grouped in a certain way and like a different color, and he knows which colored drums I want. Whatever, man. I got that guy. If you don't have that, there should still be a mix prep on your part where you prep the mix before you actually dive in and start mixing. And it's real simple checklist. You know what? I'm actually going to make it available. I'll make it as a download. I'll put a link in the YouTube thing here. I'll make it as a free download for you guys. I'll give that to you. It's pretty simple. It'll be a simple, 2-page PDF or something, but it's a great thing to even think about. It'll involve a couple of different scenarios. Like scenario one is the client has sent you a full Pro Tools session. This does happen. A lot of our artist friends and people that hire us and want us to work on their projects also work in Pro Tools. So they'll just send us their Pro Tools session that they've been working on. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's not that great. I, for one, I don't like other people's automation. So if you send me your Pro Tools session, it's got automation on it. One of the first things I do is strip all the automation. I don't want to know about it. Sometimes I even go as far as just to open up a new session and import session data to the new session. And when you do that, you can choose which information you bring in. And I generally just bring in the WAV files. I normally don't even bring in. I don't bring in your plugins. Because I'm gonna try something different. Look, everybody mixes different. Everybody's mix is going to be different. If you and I mix the same song, it's going to be two different songs, and it's just that's just the way that it is. You've got your mix style. I got my mix style. Everybody's got their own mix style. It's not. I'm not saying one's better than the other. One's not right. One's not wrong. It don't matter. It's just that they're different. You've got yours, I got mine, and everybody's happy. Everybody's mixing. Hey, at the end of the day, man, if Jenny Sue from Ohio likes the song, does she really care what software you use to mix it? Does she really care what EQ you put on the snare drum? Not really. She just understands that, man, the song sounds amazing and the song sounds great. And she likes it, so she's not really concerned about how it got made. She just likes how it sounds. So there's that. Everybody's got their own way of doing it, but that's just the way it is. And then the second scenario is that the client just sends you a folder of WAV files. And this generally happens when somebody's using another software other than Pro Tools, like Logic or Ableton or FL or whatever. They'll just output the WAV files and send them to you. Hopefully they have labeled things properly, and when you import it into your session, and let's just assume we're all using Pro Tools today. If you import the files into your session, it should name the tracks whatever the file names are. So hopefully the file names are proper, like kick drum, snare, hi-hat, whatever. Hopefully all your vocals are labeled properly, because that's the big thing, man. Vocals are hard to. If vocal tracks aren't labeled, if they're just labeled audio 1, audio 2, audio 3, it's difficult to know which one's the lead, which one's the lead double, which one's the harmony, which one's the background, so on and so on and so on. So it's really important. We've had this conversation before, people. It's really important that you label your tracks. While you're working on your song, please label your tracks. And we've also said this before, where if you're a producer and you're just making the beat, one of the best things you could do is just put the key, the name of the song, the key, and the BPM in the name of the song. Just so everybody's on the same page when we get to working on other stuff of it. You're not the only person unless you're the only person that's working on this track, you're the only one that's going to know everything about it. do what you want. Be how you want. But man, if you're sending the tracks off to a professional mix guy, it's really important to label your tracks, because that takes time for the mix person to have to go through and figure out which track is which and that kind of thing. And it really cuts into their profit margin, which could increase their rate for you next time, whatever. You know, if that mix engineer is charging you by the track, and they have to take 2 hours to try to figure out what all the vocal tracks are, whether they're backgrounds or harmonies or doubles or whatever, and they have to label all that stuff, it's going to cut into their profit, and it's going to show next time you hire them. They're going to charge you more money, maybe. Who knows? But whatever. It just makes life easy for everyone. Just label your tracks. It's so simple. Please label your tracks. So anyway, I'm going to put up this little mix prep checklist. I can talk to you a little bit about it now. We're actually going to go over this on Tuesday as well. I'm actually going to start from scratch on the mix, and you guys are going to be able to see exactly how that process happens. So I think it'll be fun. And especially since we're doing a hybrid mix, it's going to be a little bit different, because we're actually going to be routing out of the DAW onto the analog console so that we can mix it actually on the console. Mixing it through an analog console gives you a little bit more punch, a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, and because you're able to go a little bit further. You know, you're not stuck at that 1 and 0 that's all you get. You're actually able to push a little bit above that, and it gives it just a little bit more, I don't know, for me, man, it just feels better, you know. But it should sound amazing. We're gonna route it into the system so you guys will hear exactly what I hear. Hopefully you can listen to it on not, you know, don't listen to it on your phone. If you can, man, get some headphones, or if you, ideally you're in your studio and you got your studio monitors on and you're gonna listen to it through that, ideally. You know, if you just listen to it on your little laptop speakers, you're not gonna get the bass out of it that I'm feeling. So, you know, try to listen to it on at least on some headphones if you can. Anyway, I'm gonna go over these mix prep checklist thing a little bit, and then like I said, I'm gonna make this available as a download for y'all for today. So anyway, the first thing you got to do, man, is first thing you got to do is get the tracks. You know, whether it's a Pro Tools session, or let's just assume it's one of those where they sent you the WAV files. So you download the WAV files from whatever server they send you, or however they send it to you, Dropbox, or I don't know, WeTransfer, whatever, however they're sending it to you. You know what I mean? Google Drive, whatever. So you create your mix session. Some of us might work with a template. Some of us might already have a template set up where we got, okay, these tracks, and then you got your subgroups and all that's already made. That's awesome. If you want to make if you're always doing a similar thing, like if you let's say you mix metal, all your songs that you work on are metal songs, and they're all pretty much similar, the same. You got drums, bass, guitars, vocals. You can set up your subgroups in advance and make that as a template, and then adjust as you need to. That's not a big deal. Sometimes if you're mixing a hip hop song, and then you're gonna mix a rock song, then you're gonna go mix a country song, those templates might not work unless you make templates for each one. That's totally fine to do too. Let's just assume that we don't have a template made. We're gonna start a blank session with the song name on it, and we're just going to import the WAV files. Okay, hopefully, like I said earlier, hopefully all these tracks are labeled properly, and all the track names come in, and that's what they're named. Okay, if they're not, name all your tracks, man. Figure out which is the kick drum and which is the snare drum, and name it properly. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is arrange the tracks in the order in which you like it. I myself like to see drums, then bass, then guitar, and then vocals across my console. We will talk much more about this on the day of the live mix, because you'll see me set that up and route it onto the console in this arrangement: drums, bass, guitar, vocals. Now in the drums part, I'll put percussion. In the bass part, I'll put, whether it's a key bass or a bass guitar, all the basses are going to go in the same thing. Okay, the guitars, and then if there are keyboards, they go right next to the guitars, either one side or the other. And then vocals. Okay. And now keys can also include any string patches, things like that. That can all go in there, unless I don't know, sometimes I'll separate out my strings if they're different from the keyboard parts, the synth parts, whatever. We'll do all that. You know, I usually keep my pianos together and then my synths together. If it's a big pop song like that, whatever. That works. So as long as I got my vocals on one end and my drums on the other, I'm happy. I'm beautiful with it. Okay. So then what I'll do is go through and build groups. Some of y'all might have discovered folders in Pro Tools. I'm still trying to get used to using folders. I'm more of a groups person because, dude, I've been on Pro Tools since version 3. So for me, folders are kind of new and untried yet. So I'm practicing. I'm learning. I'm in the 12-step program to learn how to use folders. They're very similar to groups, and with a subgroup, a sub auxiliary, like a sub master. You basically route all your drums out to one stereo track, a stereo auxiliary, and then you can route that to your music group and then out to your master fader so you can hear it. You know, that's generally how I do it. But the folders work well too. And then with folders, you can actually collapse them down, and your session doesn't look as large as it is on the on your session on your edit window. So I don't know, man. I'm still investigating. I'm still working on that. I don't know. Some of y'all might use folders. Some of y'all might not. Either way, it's the same thing. You know, you make the folder or you make the auxiliary submaster. So either way. Next thing I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna color code my groups. Look, there's no standard for color coding. It's just whatever you like, man. If you like it, if you like your drums blue, make your drums blue. If you like your vocals red, make your vocals red. If it's a girl, you might want your vocals pink. Who knows, man? It just kind of it's on you. There's no standard. You just do it the way you want. Now, fortunately, my assistant's been working with us for a minute, so he kind of knows how I like mine. You know, he knows which color I like my drums and where I like them and that kind of thing. So he's really good at it, and he does work hard, and he does get props on the mixes. So there's that too. You know, he's a great dude to have around to help out. So hopefully you guys all get to a point where you can use an assistant, and it makes your life so much easier, man. Like you could be working on a mix while he's prepping another mix for you for the next day, you know, and that saves you from having to prep the mix yourself. So, which is awesome. When we're busy like this, man, it's awesome to have somebody helping out. And he does mix as well. So there are mixes that he does preliminary mixing, and by the time I get it, man, it's already ready to go. He already knows the EQ that I like to use on drums. He already knows the reverb I like on a snare. He sets all that up for me, man. All that stuff's ready to go. So by the time I get it, really, it's almost done. All I got to do is like tweak it a little bit and then stamp my name on it. You know, he's a good dude, man. He's probably gonna get better than me and then move out on his own and fly like a little bird, you know. But that's cool, man. That's what we do. That's called a mentor-mentee situation, and hopefully y'all got one of those going on, and it's fun, man, because that's the next generation coming up that's gonna be doing stuff, you know. So hopefully they learn from your experience and your knowledge, and that's the best way to learn this gig. If y'all haven't figured that out by now, that's my way of learning things. That's my way of teaching things. So there you go. So the next thing you're gonna do after you color code all your stuff is create all your Aux tracks and your group tracks, your subgroup tracks like that you need. You might be putting in the reverb for the snare. You might be routing out to the delay and the reverb for the vocals, that kind of thing. You set all that up, okay? The next thing you're gonna do is start, you're gonna listen to it to make sure that all your routing is proper. So as long as you can hear everything, your routing should be proper, but listen to it. Don't just visually look at it, you know, get down there and listen to it and see what it sounds like, you know what I mean? So while you're doing that, listening to the song, it's a good time to start listening to the song so you understand what the song's doing. You can drop memory locations or markers along the way. Okay, here's the verse, here's the intro, here's the verse, here's the chorus, here's the bridge, you know what I mean? You drop markers along the way. So this just kind of keeps you knowing where things are, the arrangement of the song. So you guys have that, okay? That's always a good thing to know. So you get to go, let's take it to the second chorus. Let me see what's going on in there. I think the drums, I think there's a key change in verse 2, whatever. You know, you can actually drop these little notes and stuff in there, so it's awesome. So while you're listening to the song and dropping markers, go ahead and start doing some basic levels and basic panning. You know, you got two guitars that are playing the same thing, man. You might want to spread them out a little bit to give them a little bit of thickness. Again, we're going to talk more about this stuff on the day of the live mix. You know, we're going to go over a lot of this stuff on the live mix. The song we're using does have It actually has 3 guitars in it. So there's basically 2 guitars and then a solo guitarist. So there'll be a lot to talk about on that. So anyway, so while I'm doing all this stuff too, while I'm making my subgroups and my auxiliary tracks, I also make my master fader. I do this thing, and I'll thank my buddy Graham Cochran for this, but I do this thing called top-down mixing. That I actually got from Graham. I actually saw Graham do it, and I was like, well, let me try that, man. Let me see what happens. If you guys don't know Graham Cochran, man, he runs a site called Recording Revolution. He's an amazing teacher in that area, man. If you guys really want to learn the simplicity of it, the simple side of it, and he uses stock plugins, and he talks to you like a normal person. He's not trying to make you feel like he's super smart and all that stuff. So he teaches you more like a buddy, like your buddy showing you something cool. So yeah, you guys should when you get done watching me, go over and do a search for Graham Cochran at Recording Revolution. He's just got tons of YouTube videos, and the stuff he talks about and the things he does is fun. And I have adapted some of what I do every day in my mixes come from things I learned from watching Graham Cochran. So shout out to Mr. Cochran. Thank you, sir. Hopefully everyth's going well in your neighborhood, my friend. Except y'all got Tampa Bay over there, and that's okay. I'm not mad at you. Y'all doing okay, man. So that's a joke me and Graham got, so that's okay. All right, so now go ahead and put the top-down mixing, basically, is where we stopped. The top-down mixing is basically you're putting an EQ and a compressor on the master fader. Don't go crazy with it, but add it. Just give it it just kind of makes the master fader feel a little bit special. While you're mixing, make it sound pretty, make it sound awesome. Now, before you get done and send it off to mastering, remove the stuff or just bypass it. Take the stuff off the master fader before you send it out to mastering. This is going to be a whole nother conversation for another day on why people are mixing as loud as they are, and why people are not mastering, because they're basically mastering in the mix. They basically put all their mastering stuff on their master fader while they're mixing, and do it that way. That seems to be the new trend of mixing today. So I'm kind of guilty of it a little bit, but I know if a song that I'm working on is going out to a mastering engineer, I do leave room for the mastering. I do leave a little headroom for the mastering engineer. Usually 6 to 12 decibels, -6. I'll meter my tracks at -6 to -12 depending on how the mix feels. But that's my mastering. I know what my mastering guy likes, and that's why I do it that way. I know what he needs, so that's not a big deal. But I've gotten tracks to master from other mix engineers, and the tracks are at 0 dB. There's no room. There's no headroom. So if you try to add anything as a mastering engineer, it's not going to work. There's just no room for you to do anything. So everybody, like I said earlier, man, everybody's going to mix in their own style. Everybody's going to mix their own way. So I'm not mad at anybody. That's totally fine. I've heard other people, like I've said before on this channel, I've heard other people say, Chris Lord Algae, for one, I've heard say record like you're not going to mix, and mix like you're not going to master. And that's exactly what that is, man. He's basically telling everybody to master at 0, or mix at 0, which is fine. I mean, that's totally fine. You know what I mean? So, but that's just your style. If that's your style, by all means. Like I said earlier, at the end of the day, if nobody cares what software you use, nobody cares what plug-in you used on a kick drum, as long as it sounds great, nobody really cares. Nobody really needs to know. You know what I mean? It's some of that. It's our secret. We don't want to tell you. We've had this conversation before as well, man. Where I'm like, if I'm sending my mix out, if a client asks me for my Pro Tools session, I strip it. I take everything out. I'll give them the session, but they're not going to get my plug-in information. No, that's my special sauce, and they can't have it. That's just how it works. As long as they like my mix at the end of the day, that's all I really care about. That's all that really needs to happen. So anyway, we're going to talk a lot more about this on Tuesday, the 23rd at 6 p.m., starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know what? It's going to be a casual day, so make sure you bring some snacks, have some coffee or some adult beverage if you're inclined, and we're just going to have a good time, man. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of jokes. There's going to be a lot of joking around. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. The song's halfway decent. We've heard the song before. Some of you out there, some of you people that have been around for a minute, you may have heard this song as well. It's been around around in our locker for a minute. So it's just it's a fun song. It's easy to work on. It's one of those songs. See, I don't want to spend too much time having to deal with a lot of vocals and a lot of this and a lot. This song's really simple. It's simple drums, simple bass, simple guitar, simple keyboards, and vocals. So it's really, really simple. It's going to be easy. It should be fun. We'll experiment around a little bit. We're gonna have the comments open the entire time. So if you guys want me to like trigger the snare or something like that, just let me know, man. We'll try some stuff. If you feel like, can you try a different kick drum sample or something? Whatever y'all want, man. You just let me know and we'll try some different stuff. Okay? I think it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have a good time, and we're just here to have a fun. We're just here to have a fun time. So y'all definitely come in, get involved, ask questions, make comments, whatever. Make jokes. It's okay. Tell me my snare drum sounds like garbage. I can take it. It's totally fine. Not a problem. So, hey, listen, if I don't talk to you before now on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy yourself. Please enjoy the family, enjoy the friends, enjoy the outness. You know, it's been a minute since we've had this, and everybody's been stressed about this whole COVID crap. And, you know, it's just, it's taken a toll. It has taken a toll on me and my family and friends and people that I deal with, and, you know, people that we interact with. So it's rough, you know. I get it, man, but let's all be thankful that we're here, we're healthy, we're having fun, we're doing something that we absolutely love to do for work, and nobody's telling us what to do and what time to do it. All right, so there's that. And anyway, I'm not going to harp too much on I'm not going to try to push the Learn Pro Recording stuff too much on you today or on Tuesday. That's not why I'm here, man. I'm not here to sell you nothing. I'm not here to talk to you about buying stuff, and you know, it don't matter, man. I'm giving you this checklist for free. Just go click and sign up and get it. It'll be immediate download for you. Hopefully it helps you in your mixes. Hopefully it helps you in your setting up stuff and getting stuff ready to go, and makes your life a little bit easier. That's my thing, man, is trying to help out and make things go easy for you. On another note, I'll put a link right here for the email. My email is info@learnprorecording.com. Right about here. I'm gonna look at the monitor. Sorry, right about here. We'll put it. And you guys send me an email, man. Let me know if there's something that you're struggling with in your studio. Let me know if there's something you're struggling with in your mixes. Let me know if there's something I could help out with, man. Black Friday's coming. We got a special coming. If you guys are on my list, you're gonna get the Black Friday special sent to you here on Thursday. So, but you guys that come into the thing on Tuesday, I'm gonna give it to you a couple days in advance. Y'all gonna get the Black Friday special in advance on that day. So it will help to sign up and come in and enjoy the live mix on Tuesday the 23rd at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But if you miss that, you'll still be able to get the Black Friday special on Black Friday. And as long as you're on my list, you're going to get that sent to you, and you'll see exactly what it is. And anyway, it's going to be an amazing deal. It's something to end the whole year with, and it's going to be amazing. And then we got some new stuff coming up in the new year. We're going to be pivoting a little bit, and hopefully you guys get it, man. Hopefully you guys understand it, and just know that things are getting better. Things are going to get bigger. Things are going to get better. We're going to have a great time, and I'm here to help you. So along the way, please be happy, please be safe, and let's make music make you money. All right, let's go to town. Let's have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.